So
But you
no,
see
and
how
that's
like
another thing. When you haven't
he
had that
left a
many
good
experiences
man.
with relationships, that was only my second relationship, outside of my child father, and being 30 years old now. Yeah, and the first man that I had, to do all that with, live with someone, and we played the whole family thing, did all those things. So
Did
yeah,
you actually
but
live
it
with?
was like
But
I said, we argued a
No,
lot.
I'm just asking a
He
question because
cheated a little bit. It was a little bit of
okay.
cheating, but it's a
Did
lot of
you
things that's not
actually
my way. I
like
don't
him?
have
Who's
a
in a cheating? Hold on. Who's cheating?
yeah, it was
You or
cheating.
him?
A
That's
lot
a
of
lot
cheating,
of
definitely a lot of cheating, and I
oh,
found that out way after the fact. But yeah, and I had a lot of suspicions throughout the thing, and I would be considered insecure and all those different things. But I was correct. So just that whole type of thing.
did
That's
you
all.
like
But
him?
I guess bottom line, y'all, I just feel like because somebody is a good person doesn't mean they're your person.
Hey,
That's all. That's the moral of the story. There's a lot of
I
good
think
people
the
out
moral
here
should
that
be
want
you should
whoever's
give
doing
good
it.
people a try. If they're a
No,
good
yes,
person,
yes, I
you go with a
agree.
good person.
Yes.
I think the moral should be you should stick it out and you should stick with good people. You know what
I
I'm
think
So
I,
saying?
I, I
let me
think
ask,
I
what's her
think I
name?
think we should
One
go
Aaliyah.
mic,
back.
y'all. One mic.
To be honest, I think we should go back to the old days and let's go back to the arranged marriages because clearly nobody knows what they want. Let's go back then. Let your father, let your mother, let your family pick your husband because arranged marriages have worked for years. We don't know. We literally just sat here and said, I left a good man. He's a good provider. He was great. He was fine, but I still left anyway. So
No,
at that point,
Who left a
but
good
at
man?
that
Mercedes, that
point,
you
you
said
No,
should
who
who?
you should
cheating?
you
I'm
should
No,
just
who?
confused.
let your
No,
family pick your
no,
husband,
ma'am.
girl.
Who? No,
Let your
ma'am.
family pick your husband.
Who
At
left
this
a good
point.
man? Who left a good man?
You
That's what the
said
video said.
you
I
said you
didn't
left a
leave.
good
I
man.
The
didn't leave
video
a good
said
man. I didn't leave
that they
him.
left a good man.
No,
And
baby. I would no. I
did
didn't
you
leave
not
that
leave? Oh,
man.
I'm sorry. I misheard you because I thought that
You
you said
definitely,
that you
yes,
left a
ma'am.
good
You
man.
definitely
So I
misheard.
misheard you. I'm sorry.
That's what
I
she
swear you said
said.
that.
I
Yeah.
thought that you said that you left a good man. I apologize.
No, I didn't
You're
leave him.
muted,
We ended.
Anton. No, I
We
swear you
passed
said that
him.
too.
That's what
No, I
she
did not leave that
said.
man. I would have no.
I
I would have
sworn you
stuck
said
it
that,
out.
Mercedes.
I
I
would have
sworn you
stuck it
said that.
out. So no.
Well,
I
I
I'm
would
apologize.
just a
I
little
thought that's what I
confused
heard.
how
I
he was a good
apologize.
man but a cheater. I'm just
That's what I'm
what's a
saying.
good
I would have
man?
stuck it out.
No,
I would have
nobody
stuck it
can
out.
hear
I would have stuck
anybody
it
if
out.
everybody
Yeah, you're right.
talking at
One
the
mic,
same
y'all. One mic.
time.
I would have stuck it out.
I think we did get a little confused because we thought you said he was a good man, but there was some stuff going on. It became toxic, but he was a good man, provider. You did say he was a provider. Then down the line, you said he was a cheater. So I'm confused how he's a cheater and a good man, but it was a toxic relationship.
I guess my idea of a good person, y'all, I'm a little different, I guess. My idea of a good person doesn't mean that they don't come with stuff. They don't come with their flaws. I don't know. I don't feel like because you cheat just in general, because I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know. It was just a lot of things. I don't know. I just feel like at heart and at core, we can be good people. But if we're not grown to where we need to be and we have a lot of trauma and those different things, we're going to act off of those different things. That doesn't mean I'm not a good person per se. But yeah, that's all that was.
Hey,
Like I said,
Mercedes. Hey,
he's a
Mercedes,
good
do you
man.
feel?
He wasn't grown to where he needed to be.
Hey, Mercedes, do you feel that that women want assholes who know how to act like gentlemen?
You trying to be that type?
I do
Well,
feel like, if we're
according to
talking about
Anton,
the
and like I
mass
said,
of women, I'm
no,
sorry.
according to Anton, and I feel what he's saying. Trust me, believe what he told me in the last block. Like to be more of a villainous type of person, but I feel that a lot of women, they want the asshole piece of shit dude that look a certain way, that looks a typical certain
No,
way.
no, 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 no.
As long as you know someone
No.
like gentlemen.
Hold on, wait. You mischaracterizing, bro.
Yeah,
You adding too many adjectives into it.
Mm-mm.
Women, women.
Yeah, he
I
said
don't.
after he started. Yeah.
Women don't want pushovers,
No.
and they want guys that stand on their word and hold frame and stand in their masculinity. It's simple.
There you go. That's it.
It's simple.
But
And so when you move how you want to move and you control what you can control, they going.
But was that guy doing that for you, Mercedes? Was he standing 10 toes down?
Yeah. You know what?
no, he was a lot like you. And I'm not saying you're not standing 10 toes. I'm saying he was like,
Shit, he
it
was a
was never,
goddamn
it
simp.
was always
Shit.
whatever I wanted to do.
He was a
You can go
goddamn
whatever
simp.
you want to do. Where do you want to go? It was nothing was
Wait, but
ever.
you said he was a cheater. 6 foot is not a cheater. I don't
No,
see him
no.
cheating
I
one
mean,
bit.
cheating is not you. That's not you. That's not who you are as a person. You just that's one of your toxic traits. One of your which. But anyway,
This
but
is
no.
bad.
No, no, no.
I
Like
think,
You,
I think this is
you
a
were
good
making a statement.
conversation. I think that the
this is bad.
misunderstanding, I think a lot of times that we try to make it seem like is that women ain't going. I don't have faith in 99% of women and that they not going. I think that y'all, even the married ones, I don't believe that the married ones are not going. I just think that they haven't been tested the way that they should be tested yet. And I think that
What do you
most
mean?
when I was telling Six to be in his villain era, I was trying to tell him that he put too much stock into trying to impress women or to see what women like
Mm,
instead of
mm,
not caring and just being authentically him.
Facts.
Because if they like you, they like you, and if they going, bro. And so
mhm.
you gotta stop. You gotta stop focusing so much on what everybody else, what every woman is doing, and start focusing on what you're doing, bro. Honestly, because like even people that's like, oh no, nah, they going. But the best thing that a lot of guys can do for your girls a
And
lot of
let
time
me.
is just keep them out of the mix. If you keep
Mhm.
a girl out of the mix, you could probably prolong it or you can probably prevent it from happening. But if they in the mix enough, then they're gonna get tempted and that's gonna be the end of that conversation.
You think that's it for all women?
Almost all. I don't think that any woman is, let me revise that. I don't think that overwhelmingly most women is not going. I think almost every woman can get knocked off.
You talking to a nigga
Almost
who
all,
knows?
all almost every woman can get knocked off, dog. Trust me.
Aaliyah,
Hmm.
So
You
I have
if,
a
can't.
if
question.
y'all walking around with all of this faith in these chicks, bro, and I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I've seen too much. I've witnessed too much. I've coached too much. I'm not convinced at all, bro. Not even a little bit. And so y'all got to start having more confidence in yourself.
Facts.
Self development, character development, and then that's that confidence that's gonna carry with you.
Facts.
All of that other shit. Stop, stop depending on women to make y'all feel better about yourself.
And niggas
You
gotta
said you
stop.
had a question.
Niggas gotta
You said
stop
you had
being
a
a
question.
slave
Yeah,
to lust.
You said
yeah.
what?
I think men need to stop being slaves to lust.
They do. You're right.
That's the
You're 100%
downfall.
right.
Niggas can't control it, bro. Like they do too much. So when you
100% right.
stand on business and be like, nah, I ain't on that. Women don't know how to take.
I agree.
It's just crazy.
Who had a question?
No, I was just gonna ask Aaliyah. So
Oh.
you were in disagreement with what I was saying.
Yeah, I just feel like it's bad advice. Like
What
you
advice?
said, like well, not advice, but like you were saying that you had like you were saying you had a good man, he was providing, he was this, he was that, and then you were saying like, but he just wasn't my person, and he just wasn't my soulmate, and everything
Oh
like
my
that,
God.
and it's just, you know, I'm just like that's just what I was talking about, like that's delusional, like
You
there is
said that.
I don't know what you mean by soulmate. That's why I was asking you like what do you mean by my person? That's why I was really trying to get into the like to really what you're talking about because I don't understand and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I just feel like it's bad advice or like
No,
bad like
see, I
a bad way of moving about things. Like I wouldn't want to move that way.
and I know we don't have to stay stuck on this, but I just wanted to ask you that when I was speaking. But no, I feel like you're missing it. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna hit this one more time, and I'm gonna leave this whole thing alone. Like I said, I didn't leave. I would have still been there if it was my choice.
Mm.
Um, Two, and with all the toxic stuff that was going on, I still would have tried to work through it. Two, the toxic stuff outweighed everything. Everything, like everything. We even talked about going to counseling. I feel like that would have helped. But yeah, the toxic stuff that happened outweighed everything. I'm not trying to put too much out here, but it was a little bit of yeah,
You gotta,
it was like I said, along with the cheating and a little bit of other things, it got really bad. So it ended by force. Neither one of us, we both didn't. Neither one of us really wanted to end. But I have a child and stuff like that, and we couldn't keep being toxic within the home. So yeah.
I think I'm more so
So I
talking
didn't
about
leave
your
because of, oh my
mindset.
God, I'm not happy. I don't believe happiness is something that I'm not searching for happiness. I want peace. Peace is gonna stay no matter what's going on, good, bad, whatever the case may be. I'm not chasing happiness. So no, 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 no. So
And
I
the
just
thing,
want to clear that up because that's the wrong idea.
hey, catch your question, Mercedes. Do you think you pushed him away, but he ended it, but you kind of like
Definitely.
you gave him okay,
Definitely.
so then you ended it, not him. Because if you forced his hand, that
No,
wasn't
not. I'm saying at
that
one
wasn't his
point, at
doing.
some point, that was the start of it. The start was me pushing him away by yeah. The start of it was me pushing him away, and then I guess
Mercedes, are you violent?
ooh, I'm okay.
Damn.
No, listen. I'm a very real honest
Say no.
person. I'm gonna
Say
be
no.
very real. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very, very
Just a
real
little
honest.
bit. You got a little glitch in the system.
I'm gonna be that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be very honest. Be very
Yeah.
honest. No. Stop 6'8".
Let's talk about it.
Okay, listen, Josh. I'm not a violent person, but we did have domestic violent issues, and that's why I said we ended by force.
I
We
can
ended
tell.
where it got bad, where who's gonna, because you're a good man and I feel like I'm a good woman, we just gonna stay together and beating on each other.
Yeah.
No.
Oh wow.
So
I,
we
Well,
got
there's
we
already
had to
some
end by
character
force.
Wait a
flaws.
minute. Y'all
There's
By
can't be
already
force.
good
some
if y'all
character
beating on each
flaws that
other.
are
Hold
present.
on. What the
that
hell?
was not a good man. That
That
was
is
not a
not
good
a good. Y'all
situation.
are not good people if
Yeah,
you beating
like
on each
that's what I'm
other.
You
saying.
are
Like
We
this
were
is
good
clearly
people.
some
We were unhealed, two unhealed people trying to be. When you're unhealed, you're already losing. You've already
when you
lost from
unhealed, you
the
can't even
moment you guys
define
decided to
good.
be together. You've already lost. So
I don't
y'all
that's the
think
just
problem
feel
that
like
with
you
I don't
moving
think
out.
prefaced
It
that
the
didn't do the work.
everybody.
conversation wrong. You
I
You
don't
didn't
prefaced
do
the
think
the work.
that
conversation wrong because
You
y'all
didn't do the
both was
work.
in a
One mic,
fucked up
y'all. We gotta do
situation.
one mic. We gotta have one mic.
I don't think that I mean, I don't have a problem with her not being in that no more. Like, I don't see why that's a problem.
And I take accountability, right? Like
But
I
that
feel
wasn't
like
her
she
I'm
issue.
not
prefaced the
delusional.
conversation
I'm not
I
wrong.
was
feeling
just
like,
trying
oh
to
my
get to the bottom
God.
of it.
No. I'm
I'm
very
still,
real
I
honest
mean,
with
like I
you.
said, I don't think it's a problem with her not being in that situation. Like it just sometimes it just ain't working, and
It just ain't
it's
working,
something
right? I
that
wanted
can work
that, y'all.
no
I
more.
wanted to marry that man. I wanted to be Mrs. But I wasn't a wife. You have to be a wife before you're a wife. I wasn't a wife, you know. So I
Yeah, I
wasn't.
I
mean,
just feel like
I
she
don't know
prefaced
why
the
I don't know why
conversation
everybody
wrong.
is pressed over the fact that they not like
I
it is what
know.
it is.
I'm confused.
No.
I
We're
wouldn't even
not
be
gonna do
sitting
that.
Nobody's
here.
Hold
wait,
on.
time out.
Let's rewind this
Nobody's
shit.
pressed. She
I might
prefaced the
not be here.
conversation wrong. She said he was a good man. She said he was a provider, this, that, and the third. He was cheating and they
But
was fighting.
but
That's clearly two characters. She didn't
Get
start the
let
conversation
me
wrong.
tell let me hold on
I
wait
guess I still look at him
wait
like
wait
a
wait
good
wait wait
man.
hold on
Maybe
hold on
in
hold on
that
hold on
part of
hold on
delusional.
hold
Maybe I
on
don't know.
somebody so y'all would rather her be bitter and say that he was an asshole.
Yes, like
No,
Well,
Like
no,
to
just
no.
keep it
because
real,
y'all didn't work, because I don't like it when women diss men on their way out the door. Right?
exactly.
So just because they didn't work, don't mean that she gotta necessarily throw them under the bus.
Right.
nobody's saying diss him, but be real. If
I'm
you know he
I'm being
has the tendency to
real.
cheat, that's not a good man.
No,
If he
let me
if
define like
if he put his hands on you,
I mean,
Dalen,
that's not a good man.
Dalen, you gotta
I
fix
feel
your
like both
Jalen,
mic.
you
of
got
us, this
echo.
was our first time going through anything like this. I feel like he was engaged before me. I feel like he never been through a situation like this. I feel like he never had nobody like me. I feel like he's never like, this was both our first time experiencing a relationship specifically like that.
And
So
like I said, I don't think that people should throw people under the bus on their way out the door.
exactly.
He could be a good person and a good man, but it don't necessarily mean that they was good together. I mean, I
Together.
don't see why that's a problem. If she was married to him, we would be having a different
That would be
conversation.
different.
But
Yes.
she's not married to him, so I don't really understand what the problem is. I would
Yes.
love for people to highlight what, you know what I'm saying, what was good about a person, or to say something positive about a person on their way out the relationship. And again, it don't mean that they don't regret certain things. It don't mean that everything was peaches and cream.
Thank you.
But nobody should be the one. All right, let me rewind it. I've done
You
a
looking
lot of
right.
reaction.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of
On the
reaction
eyes of
videos
try.
where the first thing that a woman will say is, "I just got out of a relationship with a narcissist," right, or some shit like that. They always lead with that shit. The one thing that I can appreciate with Aquarius, with Mercedes, is that they actually keeping it 100, and that they not just saying what the negative part was on the other person, but they also admitting their role in what's going on. Anybody can come up here and gaslight and say, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I was the best person in the world and it just didn't work out or some shit like that. But they just being real. They like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I did this, or it was toxic and I got into it. You know, it just is what it is. So it don't mean that the person ain't a good person or they don't have good qualities. It just means that it's some growth, it's some work to do, and it just didn't work out the way that it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Anton, I don't
I
And
don't
I
have a
asked him.
problem.
I
I don't
asked
have a
him, would he
problem.
try to do it again? I even asked him that. I
She just
said, would
sat
you give us a
here and
try?
said that he was a good man, a provider, a this, a
Okay.
that.
Well, she
Good.
listed the
She could have,
qualities, the good
she
qualities.
could have already had, she could have already. She said
I
all
didn't
of
have
that,
to
but
say it how anyway.
she was still going on about how he was such a good man and how she
I
wanted
had
to
to get that
marry
out the
him
way.
and everything. She said everything before the
I
fact
had
that
to.
he was cheating and they was fighting. So this is what I'm
Okay.
saying about being real. We could always be real. She
So if you
said she took
cheat and you get
accountability.
into a domestic situation, that means you're not a good man.
You're not a good man. You're not a good person. I had to leave with the good
I
stuff
feel
first.
I'm
like
asking.
if a man lay hands on me and I didn't lay hands on the
That's not
no,
what
you're
she
not a
You
said.
good
don't know the
That's not
man.
what she
situation,
said.
right?
You listen.
she
Exactly.
See,
said that
that's
they
why
was fighting.
that's why we got
Exactly.
a
You
problem.
fine.
Is
You
because
talking.
y'all
Yes.
start putting words in people's mouth.
Woo.
I'm not putting
Yes.
That's
words
not
in
what she
nobody's
said.
mouth.
The
That's
Lee,
not
I
what
Well,
don't
she
know
see,
what
said.
Anton, I think that what it is that the longer
the
she spoke
mouth.
and the more she kept talking, the more, like my mom always said, my mom used to always
She
teach me,
gassed him
I
up.
mean, it's saying it's just to shut up and let the person talk, because the more they
Oh,
talk, the more they'll get the more they're telling
your
themselves.
mom told
So
you.
Y'all, that's not what she said. But again, that's not what she said. A domestic violence situation could be a lot of
what
could
happened?
be a lot of
No, you're
different
right.
things.
Okay,
But
let's talk about the
she didn't
cheating.
say that. So you can't just add stuff
She
in there.
said that they
I
was
mean,
No,
fighting.
but Josh,
I
no,
mean,
That
Josh
No,
don't
is
they
mean
was
that he
saying,
fighting.
put
Right.
his hands on her.
Why
That's
you
Anton,
what
laughing? Why you
Anton,
laughing at Q?
What if
Anton,
I
if
beat the
Josh
shit
didn't say,
out of him? What he supposed to
Anton,
do?
if Josh
Right.
didn't ask
I
that
said y'all
question,
was fighting.
we would
I
have never
never
got the
said
truth.
nobody won or lost. Y'all was fighting. Y'all was both.
No,
Right.
I'm saying
He
y'all
also
both
Right.
was
was in it.
cheating on her multiple
Right. And he's
times.
still
you
a
She
know,
good
was
man.
gassing
He's
him
not a
up the
good
I
entire
man.
think when you
time
He's
and
are
still
then
a good
slid in the fact
man.
that
Ain't
he
not that true.
cheated
He's gonna be
and
an
then
even
slid
better
in the
man to the
fact that
next
they was
woman.
fighting.
hey, yo, Josh,
Oh,
if
wait
you
a
She
Yes,
minute.
he
sat
was
here
Wait a
and
fighting
minute.
gassed
and
him
he's still a
up.
good man.
So she can't win in y'all mind.
No, we not saying
How
that,
you got
Anton.
there?
Give me a
How
second.
did you
Give
get
me a
there?
second. Give me a second.
How did we get
Because at
where?
first y'all was mad at her, or y'all was
Nobody's
not mad
mad.
at her. Not mad at her. Not mad at her. Y'all was holding her accountable for being a good man. Now y'all holding her accountable because she left a man that wasn't good in y'all mind.
No,
Which one is it? Y'all gonna have to make up
no.
your mind. Is it
I'm a,
one way or is it the other way?
She
no,
I
had
just
left.
have one
She had
question
left
to
the
say.
we
So
part
found
if
out.
out
she
more
was,
information the longer that Mercedes spoke. So we found out more information.
that's what I
So
was saying.
But
Yeah,
either
if,
way,
if
y'all don't like it.
no, either well, it's
no
not a
one
good man either
cares.
way.
Y'all
It's
do
not
care.
about
Before
liking
all
it
It
of
or
ain't
that,
not
anyone
liking
can
it.
get
before
good
all of
on the
that,
internet.
so that's how
before
you really feel, Leah.
we're making the conversation
You
about
can go
it.
ahead on,
Before,
Carmen. What you say, sweetie?
no, before I said before all of that, we found
We
out more
got to move
information.
on too. We got to read super chats.
Yeah,
But
we
go
can
ahead.
definitely move
But go
on.
ahead. Go
We
ahead,
found
Carmen.
out more information. I'm just saying, if you're vetting for someone that you want to be in a relationship with, in a marriage with,
Right.
you might
What do you
want to.
mean? Hold on. Wait, wait.
You might
Don't,
want
But
to
don't
vet
act
the
like.
fact
Hold
that
on. Wait, wait, wait.
he's been unfaithful, before.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
I mean, that matters.
I don't
We
believe.
find out more information.
Now, only listen.
what
Let me tell you why I
Mercedes
got more
is
respect
doing.
for
That's
her.
all I'm trying to say.
Because I don't believe none of y'all. I believe most of y'all are in toxic situations because y'all present yourself a certain type of way online. Y'all act like everything is all good, but you're doing it. But I don't believe it. I believe every last woman, almost every last woman on the face of this earth is toxic as fuck. I believe y'all love us when we toxic. Y'all love us. Y'all don't even.
What that got to
We
do
just
with
looked
what
at a
we
video.
talking about?
The video that came before this, the woman said she was hoping for her man to be a villain. She was hoping and praying for her man to be a villain. Y'all want a certain type of us, but then y'all want to sit here and pretend like y'all don't. And so the reason that I can appreciate it is at least it's authentic. It don't mean that I have to agree with it, but I think it warrants a better conversation. And so I believe that a lot of y'all are really in toxic situationships, but y'all want to sell it on the idea that, oh man, we don't leave. If that was the case, then most of these men would be married today. Most men wouldn't fear divorce. And so I believe that more of y'all are toxic than not. Y'all just not willing to admit it, which is actually worse. I believe half of y'all, more than half of y'all that are married. Because see, let me tell you why people really fear divorce.
And I would never be in a situation like that again.
Let me tell you why people really fear divorce, right? Is because what's the divorce rate like? 56% or something like that, right? But that doesn't even account for the people that's in sexless relationships are still married. That don't account for the people that are in toxic situationships that stand for the kids. That don't account for the men that took chicks back that got cheated on, stuff like that. That don't account for the guys that don't want to leave because they're in a situation and they never got a prenup, but they never fixed it later on. It's a lot of shit that goes into it. But see, we don't really want to have the conversation. We just want to be right. I'm not trying to be right. I just want to, at this point in my life, going forward as a content creator, I'm not interested in being right. I only want to have real talk and real conversation. I don't give a fuck about being right no more. I've been right too much already.
Damn.
I don't care about that. I only want to know. I want to know what's real. I want to see the truth. I want to get to the bottom of what's really happening. Because we could be right and wrong all day, but it don't stop people from it don't stop people from really being in fruitful relationships. So now for me, it's like, what's really happening? Because I want to solve for shit. I want to get down to the nitty gritty of what's really happening. I don't care about just being right or wrong or winning an argument or winning a debate no more. That shit don't impress me no more. I've been doing it for too long.
Hey, Anton, so you feel like she was protecting him by not mentioning what we need to know?
No,
we got to that point. We got to.
I think that I don't think
you
that
spent
it has
more
anything
time
to do with
gassing
protection.
him up.
I don't think it has anything to do with protection.
That's just how I feel about him. That's all. That's why I did that. Just naturally, if I speak about him, that's just what comes out.
I just
when I think about him, I don't.
We gotta move it. We gotta read super chats. We got
we gotta move along, y'all. First, yeah, we gotta move along. But shout out to everybody that's in the chat. We appreciate you guys.
Hold on? Let me. I love my chat. Shout out to my chat. I love my chat. For some reason, y'all are under the impression as though I don't already have conversations with her off these panels. I don't have to try. I'm not y'all. Like I'm not y'all. So I don't have to try to get somebody to Detroit. If I want to get somebody here, I can. It's my choice. It's my choice. So let's be very, very clear. I don't have to cape online. I can call her right now.